This video is to show you how to clean your Premier fountain pen. You might want to clean your fountain pen on a regular basis simply to keep it operating correctly, or you may need to clean it if you've left the cap off for a period of time and the ink in the nib has dried, or you may need to clean your pen if you've simply not used it for a period of time and it becomes a little bit dried out. This is the process that you will want to follow. First of all, of course, just remove the cap and unscrew the upper body of the pen. You see that I have attached here the ink converter that is installed on the Premier fountain pen when you receive it. The best way to clean thoroughly your pen is to remove the ink converter. You simply remove it by grasping, twisting, and pulling the two apart. And the easiest way now to clean it is to use a common ear bulb syringe, like you might use to clean your ears out. You can buy these at any one of the drugstores around. And you might notice that I have trimmed the end of this one off so that it becomes a tight fit when I place it into the back end of the nib of my fountain pen. To clean, simply squeeze the bulb, put it in the water, allow the water to draw into the bulb. I have lukewarm water that I have prepared already. I will now just press this into the end of the fountain pen and begin to depress the bulb. As you see, as I depress the bulb, the ink is running out. The ink that has collected in the nib is coming out. As I continue to flush, eventually I begin to get clear water. The advantage to using the bulb is that there is a lot of water and we can flush and flush and flush until we have a good clear stream of water coming through the pen, coming through the nib, so that we know that we have all of the old ink out. In fact, you might want to do this a second time, just to make sure you have it all out, especially if you are cleaning the pen in order to begin using a different color ink. So now we have flushed it. We have plenty of water, clear water coming through. I'll set that aside. Won't need to use that again. And what I'll want to do now is make sure that we get as much of the water as possible out of the end of the pen and out of the nib. We just take a soft tissue or a soft cloth and clean it off. As you do, try to get it as much of the water out as possible. You can lay that aside and let it dry for a period of time. Now, if you were going to be changing the color, one of the ways you could change the color is by simply having a different color cartridge. Or if you want to fill the ink converter with a different color, you'll want to clean the ink out of it. We have the ink converter in the down position. The plunger is in the down position because we have rotated it fully counterclockwise. To clean it, place the end of the converter in the water, turn it clockwise to draw water up into the converter, keeping the end in the water, submerged under the water at all times. Then simply bring it over, turn it counterclockwise, and it will flush out the old ink that is inside. Now, I'm not going to try to do a thorough cleaning of my converter because I'm going to continue to use the black ink as I was before. I just wanted to show you how that could be done. Once you have cleaned it, once you have dried it out, go ahead, put your ink converter back onto the pen, push in firmly, and a slight twist, doesn't screw on, but it helps to twist it slightly to get it to seat. Go ahead and put your pen back together, and that's all that is involved in cleaning your fountain pen. Again, you might want to clean it. If you have left the cap off for a period of time and the nib has dried out, or if you haven't used the pen in quite some time, it can dry out. Or simply to have a regular cleaning once a month or so, simply to keep it functioning properly. That's all for cleaning the fountain pen We hope that this has been helpful.